Hello everybody. Well, I would like to welcome you guys back to my channel. As promised, I'm gonna make this video about the interview questions that I prepared for the interview for NYU, as well as the actual questions that they asked me. Okay, so I actually wrote a couple of notes, but I remember most of them from the top of my head. So, for the first part of the interview, since this situation happened in the middle of this pandemic, I don't know if it worked for me or against me, but we had to deal with it, okay? So, I prepared to get questions about my education. The first thing they asked me was, tell me a little bit about yourself. Obviously, that's a trick question because it seems so easy, right? It seems so easy to talk about yourself, but it's actually a really hard question to answer when it comes to like interviews, because you have to be concerned and aware that these questions are made for you to talk about yourself in an academic way. You can't tell them, oh, hi, my name is so and so and I like to go bowling, for example. You can't say that. I personally said my name, I said my age, I told them right off the bat that I have an associate's degree. I told them about more of like educational wise stuff. And then she asked me, why do I want to change my career from education to dental hygienist? Obviously, that's a given question that I knew they were going to ask me. So I prepared for it a lot. I said, going through careers throughout the past 2 to 3 years, I've been able to like see which ones that I'm good at, which type of things are closely related to what I want to do, and I can mix education and dental hygiene and make it one. I can become a stronger candidate with both, having both, because I can. I plan hopefully to get some experience in dental hygiene, but I would love to work mainly in a pediatric dental hygiene, because it's more like close to where I was going for in education, and it could be like a mix of two. That's just me, but they're gonna ask you, like, you're gonna have to read the website truthfully, because they're gonna say, you're gonna have to ask questions. There's a moment at the end of the interview where they say, any questions, and obviously you can't say you don't have a question. You have to ask good questions, not regular questions, good questions. For example, I asked, what makes a good candidate? Like, now, what makes a good candidate? I asked, like, what what type of students succeed in the program? That's a very good question, because obviously I've read through the description of the program many times to make sure I don't ask questions that are in the website, because it also shows that you're not paying attention if you ask a question that's in the website. So she was impressed. She told me, to be dedicated and all the stuff that you would not really hear. But she was more impressed about the question, because it was a very deep question, a very thoughtful question. What else? I asked, what is the student body ratio? That's also not found on the website. I mean, that's some secondary question, but I mean, it's a very good question too, to know like how many people you are expected to see in your classes, to see if you fit there too. It's not just for them, it's for you to like know. It's also important. They asked me about like my career goals and experience in the field. I obviously don't have any like experience in the field, but I am planning to I was actually, before this pandemic, to do an internship with one dental hygienist that actually graduated from there, dentist. And I don't know if that probably gave me more points in my application, of course, but this type of wasn't even a lie. You have to I do plan to go back and learn stuff while I'm learning there, whenever it becomes available after all of this occurs. If you don't have experience, you can always say, no, I don't have experience yet, but I'm looking to start an internship somewhere. They want to see that you're, actively looking to learn. If you don't have the experience, you're active about it. You're not just there saying, I don't have experience, and, doing nothing about it. They want to see action. They want to see you getting involved, and you should get involved for your own self, not because of the interview, not because you want to get in. No. You should really get involved with whatever you do for yourself, because you don't want to be in class underprepared. And I know that everybody's going to go underprepared because people are going to have limited to no type of experience, like clinical wise. But having having at least a background, at least being in a clinic, a few times, working with a dentist, or at least, shadowing, maybe even just a few times, helps a lot for yourself. Even if you're not required, it helps you a lot. And what else? That's basically what I asked. And then I made her know that this is what I want to do now. I'm very convinced about this career. It's not going to be just I'm going to get in, I'm going to be there one semester, and then I'm going to drop out. That's I made my questions and my answers very confident. You have to be very confident in these type of things, and the only way you're going to be confident is by reading the website, by reading about the degree, by seeing the different jobs that you can get. That's the only way, because these type of things are there for you to see, but you have to make sure you read about it for yourself. And yeah, that's how my interview went. As I told you guys, I was admitted to NYU, and just waiting, to do a little bit more of the paperwork so I can officially be a student, considered a student. And hopefully this pandemic doesn't interrupt me getting an orientation that I should be getting probably by the end of the summer, probably around there, because monitoring how the pandemic works. And what I'm planning to do is actually start to blog a lot, because I'm gonna order a book that is gonna help me, get a little bit more prepared for, like, I order a book on oral anatomy. It's gonna be like a coloring book / learning. Since I have free time now, why not? I'm trying to, get as much self-knowledge before I jump into the class, just to feel a little bit more confident and not that overwhelmed. It's a very great tip too, to just jump in and do your own research. You don't have to buy books. You can, go on Google and study the oral anatomy and memorize it completely. I mean, there's different learning styles. For me, I can work that way too, but since I have more time now, I don't mind waiting for the book, seeing it, but I will make sure I learn different aspects by myself before I join the class, just so I can be less stressed. Mainly for the stress. I know I will still be a little bit confused. I mean, we all are, but just a little bit less stress will help me a lot. And thank you so much for whoever subscribed. I really like the view count that I'm getting. It's very good for my first video that I uploaded before. I love the comments. If you guys want to comment, you can comment on anything. I can answer comments on education, being a teacher. I can answer comments on those type of things. Obviously, I never practiced the career, but if you guys are looking for any type of questions on what classes I took, how was it, I can definitely answer. It doesn't have to be only dental hygiene stuff. I can answer anything for you. I can help you guys with any of that. If you guys want to comment, also job wise, I have a lot of job experiences that I might actually blog about, because I worked in quite a few places. And that is all for today. I really hope you guys stayed for this long. It's a very long video for me. And I hope to see you guys around in the comments. I hope to see you around whenever I post again, which will be soon. Okay, bye guys. Have a great rest of the day.